Hey, what's happening, Disney Readers? I'm Guy01, and welcome back to our Batman Arkham Knight walkthrough. In the last episode, we encountered the Arkham Knight for the first time, and then we had to save some hostages at Ace Chemical Plant, and now we're going back after Scarecrow to prevent him from creating or finishing his chemical weapon. So let's jump right in. .6% of the way in. I believe when we started the last episode, it was like 2%. I forget what it was actually now. It was like 2% last time we finished, and now we're at 6%. So we did a couple episodes worth of progress there. Because I think I said in the last episode, it's like, hey, let's try to make it like 2% of progress each episode or something like that. So we're ahead of schedule. Alright, let's move in. Now I gotta get used to the controls again, because I haven't played this in about a week. So we got two guys there and a mounted gun.
The soldiers are covered by that sentry gun. I'll have to take them out quickly to avoid detection.
I hate the freaking sentry guns. Alright, into the vent we go. These things are like the biggest pain.
I've been waiting years for a shot at that freak.
And down we go. So are we able to destroy this thing yet, or is that something that comes later? Let's try. Yep, there we go. Rip out its heart. Oh, it's about to go into detective mode.
Batman, we made it back to the precinct. God knows how. There are tanks everywhere. The bastards must have been planning this for weeks.
Dig in
Months.
and do what you can, Jim. I'll deal with them as soon as I've stopped the explosion.
We're all counting on you, Batman. We'll get through this. I know we will.
Well, most of us will. I'm sure we're gonna lose a few people. Oop. Fuse box. Oop, that's not what I wanted. Alright, do I have... I don't. Alright, how do I do this? Dang. Alright, so there's a fuse box there. I assume I could just... Oh, there we go. Just use it. Don't try that at home, kids. Alright, we open the door, now what? Oh. Uh-oh. Looks like we're running out of time. Ooh, a lot of guys.
Listen up. I just got word that Phase 1 is complete. Right now, our client is preparing to engulf the city in a cloud of fear gas. Do not forget your training. Gas masks, useless. Respirators, useless. Only two things can keep you safe, men. Getting underground, or as high as you can above it. Exposure to toxin causes severe psychosis, and in extreme cases, self-harm. You've all
Didn't mean to do that. Sorry.
Any more questions? No? Good. Now I'm gonna run you through this again, so
Alright, now I meant to actually do it this time.
right now, our client is preparing to engulf this city in a cloud of fear.
Okay, now it's just repeating.
Do not forget your training. Gas
Can I hit this?
useless. Respirators.
Like the sandbag?
Things can keep you safe, man.
Doesn't look like it.
Getting underground or as high as you can above.
Alright, I've heard enough of this.
Explosion and toxic.
Showtime. So I've had a very busy week, so this is going to be very therapeutic for me. Just a lot of stuff going on at once, and a lot of projects kind of stacking up on top of each other, especially because of this week, because next week is my my fall break, which really isn't even a break. It's literally a 4-day weekend, that's it. Come on, who wants some? Aha! And not only is it only like a 4-day weekend, but there's also assignments due during it. Like I literally get Monday and Tuesday off, but I have stuff due Tuesday, like Tuesday morning, like at like 1 a.m. So it's like, I'm gonna be working during fall break anyway, so it's like, what the heck, man? Thankfully it's not as many assignments as like normally I would have due during the regular week. But still, it kind of stinks having, you know, a due date coming up. And, you know, because I still got the rest of this week's assignments to finish. So I'm really not going to, and I work on weekends, so I'm not going to be able to start next week's until next week, during what's supposed to be my fall break. So, that stinks. And one more. Stay down. I heard something crunch right there. Oh man.
I've just run a simulation based on the mixing chamber capacity. He's not bluffing, Bruce. I guess now we know why he evacuated the city.
He needed control of the plant. Only Ace Chemicals has the facilities to build a bomb of this size.
The fallout will be huge.
We played right into his hands. He didn't care if everyone ran.
He knew that no one would be able to escape the blast radius.
All remaining units, rendezvous at the staging ground of the West Island down. You've done good work for that, people. Got them down.
Not sure where I'm supposed to be going. This looks like it's just a random room. Nothing in here. I have another trophy. Oh. Gotta open up the door for my Batmobile. Open up. Oh, now we gotta... no, it didn't make it. Alright then. Ow. There we go, now we made it. Great, now we got armed guys to worry about. Fun.
Tonight is the night that Gotham changes forever. The night it becomes a wasteland of nightmares, a forsaken symbol of Batman's failures, a monument to fear. But more than that, we're about to turn Gotham into the epicenter of a blast that will transform the entire eastern coast of America into my domain.
Got some pretty big stuff going
I
on
need to
here.
stop the chemicals being loaded into the mixing chamber. Once I clear the room, I can focus on stopping the explosion.
Can I do multiple silent takedowns?
Keep the reactors flowing, people. We're
I need to get the car into this area before I can use it.
I accidentally hit the button to activate the car.
That should have been a chemist.
Alright. This isn't gonna work, is it? Screw it. I don't know if like there's a such thing as like a double stealth takedown, but I tried it. I mean, I didn't try it, so I just went with the fear takedown. Where's this guy going? He's just going for a run. Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun.
Emergency. Last radius is at 23 miles and driving.
You know those videos of people doing like it's like Batman with prep time and they use this game? Those videos are so freaking cool, but I'm not good with that kind of thing, like planning ahead and like setting stuff up in order to do that. I wish I was, because this would be so much more fun. But here's the thing, you know, you'd have to like know these areas super well in order to do that. And, you know, I don't really know these areas that well. Dang it. There we go. I love how you can see Scarecrow's shadow, or Scarecrow. I don't remember if that ends up actually being Scarecrow. I think it's like a fake out.
Need I remind you that we are on a tight schedule here. Gotham is going to pay for what its savior did to me.
I think something's moving down there.
No, no, it's not.
It's nothing.
Yes, it was. Oh god. Ow. Those freaking sentry guns, I knew it. I knew they were gonna get me.
Emergency. Last radius is at 31 miles and driving.
Alright, how many left? Got 2 left. Where are the other 2 guys? Got one there. And one right below me. Okay. I'm almost...
Each have been given a task. Complete that task, and pray that you will not experience my fear toxin firsthand.
I'm almost kind of tempted to just go ahead and like take out the sentry guns right now, but I don't think I need to.
Avoid their fate.
And we're down to 1. Alright. Be careful here, because I don't think there's any sentry guns left. Good night.
Emergency. Last radius is at 46 miles and driving.
Aha. Now it's your turn, Crane. So you think he's actually in there, or... Just go through the front door, I guess.
Do you really think you've won? Fear makes you predictable. I am in complete control.
No.
Shut it down. Let me go, or she dies.
even know what I'm doing. I just...
And what will happen to you?
That doesn't matter. Find her, Alfred.
Neutralizing agent deployed.
I don't even know what I'm doing. I just saw like there was a cue to hit that button, so I did it. What's this? What's this? Nothing. Cool. I wonder if there's...
Canisters are highly volatile. We're going to have to move slowly. Be very careful.
Oh god.
I urge you to reconsider. Evacuate now. If you're caught in that blast, you will die.
There's no other way, Alfred.
There's always a way, sir. Please.
Okay, now what? Okay, how fast am I able to move before I set this thing off? Deploy! Oh. I wonder if there's actually, like I said, I can't remember if I completed this thought or not, but I wonder if there's actually like a time limit to like do this, or if you can literally take as long as you want. Oh. Batman looked at me, he's like, what are you doing? Slow down.
Neutralizing agent deployed. Blast radius reduced by 25%.
Where is the Alfred?
I have no idea.
It's my fault they took her.
She was aware of the risks, Master Bruce. She'll be as angry as you are that she's allowed this to happen.
Every time I turn around, I'm expecting something to be there.
This is what he wants. Without you, Gotham will be at his mercy. You cannot let him win.
I'm not letting him win. Man, we're going right into like the climax of this game right away. Oh, I was pushing the joystick the wrong way. Sorry, gotta push up on it. Come on, go in. Get in there.
Neutralizing agent deployed. Blast radius reduced by 50%.
Alright, 2 more.
Monitoring that facility. You're out of time. I'm begging you, leave now.
It's what you taught me. Do the right thing. That's all that matters.
Master Bruce, I implore you.
Yeah, don't put that on Alfred.
If this is about Miss Gordon, you cannot blame yourself for what's happened. Save yourself before it's too late.
Goodbye, Alfred.
Man, Batman's like, this is why people love Batman. This right here. The dude is willing to like put his life on the line and like, you know, for everyone. Like he's fully prepared to sacrifice himself. Like he works as hard as he can to make sure like he doesn't die or try to prevent it as much as possible, but if it need be, he won't hesitate. That's why people love him. Which I think is one of the things this series really got spot on. Oh. Blast radius increased by 1000%. That doesn't sound right. I think he's being affected by the fear toxin by this point, right? Yep.
Miss me.
And so it begins. Gordon, my man. All right, so we can just walk. We can't do anything else. We can just walk. Okay. Again, just another really cool thing about this game was getting to play as different characters other than Batman, and like, yeah, in Arkham City you could play as, you know, Catwoman as part of the story, and you can play as Robin and Nightwing in the challenge missions, but actually incorporating it like into the game was pretty cool. And of course, you know, this comes into play later with getting to play as Joker later on. Speaking of which, I was gonna say earlier, I wonder when we start like seeing Joker pop up, like, and we start hallucinating Joker. Kind of robot.
Great. How the hell am I supposed to get in?
Voice pattern analyzed. Identification confirmed. Welcome, Commissioner Gordon.
Unbelievable.
Oop, now we're going first person. This is when you know something messed up's about to happen. Whenever these games go into first person, you know something's up. So we got a Clayface reference there. Batman the Animated Series reference there with the Grey Ghost. You know, honestly, I think, oh, the Flying Graysons. Prosecution? Not sure with that one. The music's kicking in. You know, it's funny, honestly, this probably would have been a great place to, like, stop and, like, pick up next week, but because I went so long last week, now this one, you know,
What the hell is this place?
we're barely into this episode. So we're in the Batcave now, or at least the makeshift Batcave. So this is when we see all the people infected with the Joker toxin. And I believe the last one we end up seeing is Batman, no matter which order you do it.
Commissioner, thank God. You have to get me out of here. They've locked me up, running tests like I'm some kind of guinea pig. There's nothing wrong with me.
Yeah, Batman's in that one for sure. So we'll go to these guys first.
Missed me already, Beth? Oh, it's you, Commissioner Boredom. What have you done with my soulmate? If you try to come between us, I'll carve you a smile so wide your head falls off.
Oh, don't tell me. Don't tell me. You are the police commissioner. Your face was on that billboard they replaced with mine. What are you waiting for, old timer? Johnny C doesn't do requests.
And then Big Man.
What do you want, pig? Coming in here eyeballing me. You think you can police me? Nobody polices the Goliath.
Man, you're big. Alright. And behind door number 5. Oh, no. Hi.
I'm glad you came, Jim. You need to see this. What is this place? Who are these people? Before it killed him, Joker sent his infected blood out to all the hospitals in the state. I know, we tracked it all down. We missed some. How? Hospital errors. Transfusions that went unrecorded. 5 people were affected. Untreated. The blood's gestated too long. It's altering them. They're becoming... Joker. My God. It's a form of Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease, but mutated beyond anything on medical record. What about that one? He doesn't look like the others. Henry Adams. He's been infected the longest, but he's symptomless. Immune to Joker's blood. I've got Robin running tests to find out why. One thing's for certain. Henry's the key to all this.
I've cooperated. I've done everything you asked. You said it would only take a few days.
You can't hold him here against his will. We're close, Jim. We can't let him go until we save the others. Wait. You said 5. I only count 4. There's one missing. He'll be here soon.
Present day. Yeah, so I was gonna say, so that was a flashback. Oh.
Can you hear me, Bruce? Oh, don't act all surprised, Bats. You knew this was going to happen sooner or later. He's stuck deep inside you. Together, we're going to get the city what it deserves. A new Batman. A better Batman. A darker one. We can come back to this later. First, we need to agree on some priorities. Sure, you saved the city by reducing the blast, but Ace Chemicals is still about to explode. You need to start looking out for yourself. After all, you're rooting for 2 now.
Alright, how do we get out of here, Joker? I need some help, buddy. Okay. We're bringing down the house. Man, it's good to hear Mark Hamill's Joker.
Oh, Bats, I missed you. Oh, the subtlety and nuance of a neighbor.
Alright, enough jokes. Time to go. Man, I'm not good at driving this thing. Ow! Alright, go time. Yeah! Ooh, got an accomplishment. As the crow flies, escape from Ace Chemicals. Again, some of these trophies seem really easy to get.
Alfred.
Oh, thank God. With the explosion, I thought you might be.
It's okay, Alfred. I managed to reduce the blast radius and prevented the toxin from spreading into the city.
But what about Scarecrow? Or this Arkham Knight character? They've got tanks, missiles. Their forces are all over Gotham.
Crane got away. I was exposed to his toxin.
Good Lord, are you all right? Remember what happened at the asylum?
It's okay. I had a bad reaction, but it's over now.
I've really got to hand it to Scarecrow. I've never been a fan of his concoctions up till now, but this batch, it's intoxicating. It really brings out the me in you.
Sir, did you hear what I said? Commissioner Gordon has been trying to contact you.
Thanks, Alfred. Jim,
You got out. See, I said you wouldn't let me down.
I need to speak to you.
Sure.
The night's still young.
Meet me outside GCPD prisoner detention. I'm heading there now.
Oh boy. Time to have the talk. Bios and audio files. Meet Gordon outside GCPD prisoner detention. I get the feeling we're gonna have to tell him about Barbara.
Alfred.
Or that's the
analyze
plan.
The militia forces, troop deployments, equipment, movements. I want to know exactly what I'm up against.
I'll perform a full analysis of the occupying forces and report back shortly, sir.
So what I was gonna say earlier, that scene with So anyway, like I was saying, that bit before where Commissioner Gordon goes into the Batcave, you can tell that something was off in terms of like, was off of like the time period, I guess, or like when that happened, because you can see that Batman was wearing his old suit, not the armored version. So I think the first time I saw that scene, I assumed it was like hallucination. Ow. But I didn't realize it was like a flashback until the end. But I got it that time. It only took me 2 times seeing it.
He just took out the drone unit in Chinatown.
You better believe it. But now the fun part begins, where Joker begins popping up in random places, and Batman starts hallucinating. And stuff like starts changing, which is just another fun part of the game, where trying to like picking out and like noticing all the hallucinations and seeing stuff like change and get altered as Batman like loses it. You also gotta love how Batman doesn't like once acknowledge to like Alfred, like, yeah, I just hallucinated that the Joker shot me. Or that you just turned into Joker in front of me. I love how he doesn't mention that. Like Scarecrow said, keeps it all inside.
See the look on his face when you tell him his daughter's been kidnapped. And it's all your fault.
I will say though,
Going to be classic.
you know, one of the big things that people say about this game is kind of like the logistics of the Joker coming back. And while it is like cool to see Mark Hamill return as Joker,
I had something to tell old Jimbo myself. Now on that occasion, I found visual aids helpful. That was a bad day. Fun though.
Killing Joke reference. You know, well, it's fun to have Mark Hamill back, and he's definitely one of the highlights of this game.
Come on, Bats. The suspense is killing me. Figuratively speaking, of course.
The logistics of people like actually turning into the Joker from his infected blood is kind of weird, and there's a lot of, you know, kind of questions that arise from that. But in the end of the day, it's like, you know, any reason to bring back Mark Hamill as Joker, you know, we'll accept it.
Feeling a little guilty. The longer you put it off, the worse it'll get.
All right, here we go.
I've got to go. Batman's here. What's wrong, Jim? Come on, you're scaring me. It's Barbara. She's been taken. No. I spoke to her. She said she got out. She left hours ago. Stay calm. We'll get her back. Which one? Who's got my little girl? Scarecrow. They took her from the clock tower. Hurry, we need to go. There could be a clue. Something that will lead us to her. I'll follow. Stay in contact.
You've got to tell her it's your fault at some point, Bats. And the great thing is, I'll be standing right there when you do.
Jim, I need you to stay focused. It's dangerous out there. Drive slow and let me deal with any trouble.
Why did I let this happen?
There's no way you could have predicted this, Jim.
It's my job to predict it as a cop and a father. The whole thing's gone down on my watch.
Batman and Commissioner Gordon. Oh, we're slowing down. Batman, Commissioner Gordon.
We got company. Who are they?
Militia. I'll handle it.
Ah,
Pursuing forces.
fire.
Arkham Knight, your priority is to
Hey.
apprehend Commissioner Gordon. I say again, your priority
Okay, what's wrong with the steering?
is to apprehend the Commissioner.
The steering got like all crazy.
Stand in your way.
Oh my god. Okay, the game like just completely lagged, and like I lost complete control over the Batmobile.
These cars ain't built for this.
I know, I'm trying to catch up, but again, I am not good at driving this thing. It's new. I'm still getting the hang of it.
Vehicle down. Just one more to get.
Batman Commissioner Gordon, the buddy cop comedy we never knew we needed.
Trying to run me off the road.
Well, I'm gonna blow him off the road. How you doing? So why can't I just like fire my missiles at these guys? Why do I have to do the other thing? Ow. Hold on, I'm trying. They're not gonna have a choice to give up. Come on. Got him.
That's it. That's the last of them. We're clear.
It's too dangerous, Jim.
For now.
Get in the Batmobile. I'll take us to the clock tower.
Hop in, buddy. Oh, we gotta go over here? Why? Gotta get my parking spot.
Just get us there in one piece, Batman. We're running out of time.
Sir, before you head to the clock tower, I thought you may like to hear the analysis of the Arkham Knight's forces you requested.
What have you got, Alfred?
I've sent
Nope.
the Batcomputer to analyze militia presence across the three islands and provide you with a real-time representation of the occupation strength in each zone. As you can see, Miagani Island is heavily occupied, with a substantial drone ground force controlling the roads. Founders Island is the militia stronghold, protected by long-range radars and a missile launcher. I'd recommend keeping the Batmobile away from there for the time being. The remaining drone forces on Bleak Island have been redeployed to protect the clock tower, so expect significant resistance.
Thanks, Alfred. I'm heading there now.
Taking out the Arkham Knight's militia forces occupying the clock tower.
Sergeant! Yes, sir? Extraction squad's down. Take control of the clock tower drones. He's coming. Switching to manual control. I'll stop him, sir.
You better.
He's coming after us.
Man, I couldn't care less about you.
Jim,
Ah.
we're surrounded. I'll clear the area. Let you know when it's
Again, I just like run in here like full force without like any plan. Again, how did I not see those guys like when I came around the corner?
movement on that thing. It's difficult to get a lock.
Like I didn't see a single one of these things when I was coming up. It took them firing at me to notice they were even there. Ah,
Per your request, I've created a series of diagnostic simulations to test the various functions of the suit and Batmobile.
okay.
Simply select the appropriate program, and the Batcomputer will
I think I hit something I didn't mean to.
direct hit on Rattler. Armor still holding.
Oh, I just fired that one at the ground. Ah,
See 5 drones online. He's using high caliber rounds. Titanium
Whoa.
tipped, maybe tungsten carbide. Whatever it is, it's ripping us to shreds. Stop
Oop.
him.
Batman must be like so happy to like have a reason to use this stuff, cause you know, normally he wouldn't be allowed to. Yeah, finally he's able to put it to use.
Throw you into the cauldron.
There are militia troops all over the clock tower, Jim. You'll be safe in the Batmobile. I'll let you know when the area is secure.
I'm not just sitting here while you go after those bastards.
Yes, you are, Jim. Margot wouldn't want you to get yourself killed. I'll be in touch the minute I'm done.
The second.
Alright, don't get all semantics on me. Oh boy. Fun. So do we have to clear them before we're allowed to go in? Or can we...
It's not safe to enter without taking out
Yeah.
the militia troops on the roof of the clock tower.
I was gonna say we probably have to take them out first.
I'm telling you, he ain't gonna show. Pepsi Buck says he's up there watching us right now. No way, we would have seen him.
You'd be a rich man right now. So I know no one asked, but the way I've been kind of spending my free time recently is watching a lot of TV recently. And not even like free time, because, you know, like I said, I've been real busy this past week, but while I've been working on stuff, I've had the TV on in the background, and, you know,
Ace was nothing compared to what Scarecrow and I had planned.
you know Halloween's in like full effect, because Boomerang is currently doing,
We've gotta be ready. You hesitate for a second and he'll knock you out cold. It's what the night train is for. I'm ready. Good. Now keep a lookout. He's coming.
alright, so I got 3 guys there and 3 guys there. You know what, if I was... Actually, I might still be able... Nope, nope, they're separated. Oh, maybe.
Too quiet. Report. I don't see him. There's a freaking close. You got eyes on target. We'll be fine if we keep it tight and work together.
Okay, so this didn't lead to the grate that I thought it would.
What's the matter? Guild finally getting to you? Or is it the fact that deep down you know your days are numbered? That Gotham is falling, and that the thing you feared the most is becoming a reality.
There's a lot of guys down there. Hopefully none of them like just see me and...
Oh, Scarecrow? Just the one time. More than enough for me. Is he as messed up as they say? The guy's got issues.
Ah, dang it.
Issues.
Well, we're in the grate, so... Uh-oh. Oh, he almost saw me. Get, oh, crap. Alright, time to go. I didn't think he was going to be turning around that quickly. Oops. But anyway, like I was saying, so... Boomerang's been showing a lot of like Scooby-Doo cartoons, like all of them. So they've been doing like Scooby-Doo marathons, you know, all month so far, the last 2 weeks. And I forget what day it was. It might have been like Monday or something. Or maybe it was Sunday, but they were doing a like 24, not even 24, it was like a 30-hour marathon of a pup named Scooby-Doo, which half of you probably don't even know what that show is. But that was a show that I grew up watching, again on Boomerang. But it was like one of those shows that wasn't on a lot.
Like some common crooks thugs. I know your tactics back then. So let's see how you cope when your prey knows how to adapt. Hiding in the portal of hell. He's out in the grave. You're ready to burn, Batman. Deploy charge.
Oh, so we can't go under the grates anymore. Oh, I could have gone like a silent takedown. Dang it.
Chow down. Don't let him divide you. Watch your corners.
And watch your back. And time to get out of here. Alright, so 3 left. And we almost got the fear back. See, someone who's like more experienced with this game would have known to put like an explosive charge like on one of those walls, so when these guys came to check on him, we could have taken them out. But I'm not that smart.
We need to look out for ourselves. Find those vantage points. Moving to find the vantage point.
How are you gonna reach that thing? I mean, sure, go ahead. Try it.
Planting mine on vantage point.
Where? Who? Who's doing it? Oh, he actually did it. He made it. Good job, dude.
You guys okay?
Let's see. Can I do this?
See anything?
Oh, dang it. I can't. I was gonna try to pull him off the ledge.
Okay, don't fall asleep. He's here somewhere.
But yeah, so like a Pup Named Scooby-Doo, that was like a show that I would watch when I was a kid, like real young.
He's gonna take us out one by one. Quit whining and keep looking. We got him outnumbered. So did the guys at Ace Chemicals.
But it was like one of those shows that I would only play like early in the mornings, so like you had to wake up early to see it. But so it was funny seeing like a 24-hour marathon of it, and they played through the entire series like twice, I think, like all 3 seasons of it. They played every single episode multiple times. And again, it's just funny seeing a 24-hour marathon of all things a Pup Named Scooby-Doo, like probably one of the least known Scooby-Doo cartoons. But it was just funny seeing that because I have just I have such just like fond memories of watching that show as a kid. So it's just funny to see it again and see so much of it, like so many of those episodes I've never seen before.
Of course it was him. He took the bait, just like the boss said. Bait? What, bait now? Not us, the commissioner's daughter.
Alright, they're getting nervous now. But so am I, because I'm not doing anything. Yep. What are they doing? Are they just like taking pot shots at the air?
He's just a man, you can take him.
A man in a suit. Take that off, what is he? Man. And now it's your turn. Oh. Hello. Nope, stay down.
Jim, the area is secure. Meet me in the clock tower.
I'm impressed. Your tricks don't seem you from all, Batman.
Investigate the clock tower. And now that Joker's, popped up as now in the game, now I'm also just waiting for the moment where we're just kind of grappling around the city and all of a sudden Man-Bat jumps out at us. I'm just waiting for it. Because I know it's coming, but I have no idea when in the game it happens. I don't remember. Uh-oh. This doesn't look like the clock tower. And we can't go in detective mode, so something's up. And Barbara's not in a wheelchair. So we all know what this is.
Pauline? Is that you again?
Happy Grab! Don't pass out just yet. Come on. Show a little spine. Just wait till your father gets home. He's going to be furious at all this mess.
So this is how they depict it, where he just shoots her and then leaves. In the comic, he shoots her and then undresses her. While Gordon's there when, Commissioner Gordon's there when this all happens. Are we just gonna leave her? Can we just help her? Alright, you just chill out there. Batguard, Vigilante, Asylum Security Uproar. Yeah, so, okay, is something supposed to happen here? I'm trying to help her, but I'm not getting like a cue or anything. Or is this part of it that we just have to like stay here and watch? But yeah, in the original like Killing Joke story, Gordon's there. Oh, this is what happens when you drag your friends into this crazy little game of ours. Now we're at the clock tower.
Nothing like a trip down old memory lane, eh, Bats? And now a front row seat to the main event. You would have thought old Jim Gordon had been through enough. You really should tell him this is your fault, Bats. I'm sure he'll understand. I mean, it's not like you went out and got his daughter killed. Well, not yet anyway. The night's still young.
I think he's gonna be like disappear when I turn it back. Oh, now he's gone. All right, now we can actually go into detective mode. So yeah, wheelchair's knocked over. Pick up the wheelchair. And that cues Gordon. Oh, and we just went over our time. So I don't know what you guys saw or not.
This isn't your fault, Jim. Of course it is. Crane's done this to get to me. I should have been here. There's something I need to show you. We haven't got time. She's not like us.
Identity confirmed.
She's a lot more like us than you know, buddy.
She's strong, Jim. Stronger than you realize. She works for you. This is all your fault. I will find her.
Batman gave him that.
Family, my daughter. She's all I've got.
Batman gave him that punch.
I never should have trusted you. Never. I'll do this on my own. Stay away from my family.
Well, that seems like a good place to stop, actually.
I think that went quite well, considering. Of course, I wouldn't have told him, but that's why it's so liberating being me. You've got a lot to look forward to, Bats.
Okay, I was gonna say this is a good place to stop, but maybe after this. But yeah, Batman definitely gave him that punch, because I'm sure if Batman like tensed up, Gordon would have broken his hand. So yeah, there was also a cut there that I missed, so I don't know what you guys didn't see or what got cut off. But before we go into this, one of the other things I want to talk about was some news coming out sort of around Marvel and Avengers Doomsday. So something that came out recently was a rumored like shooting schedule, and it's kind of interesting seeing how it gets broken down. So basically, the way it gets broken down for Avengers Doomsday is that the majority of the cast, their like shooting time is about a few weeks. So they'll be filming for about a few weeks. That's like when they'll get all their scenes done. Robert Downey Jr.'s like shooting schedule goes for a few months. So there's a lot to unpack just from that. Now this could be a thing where, you know, there's two ways you could say why. One is a lot of, you know, the other characters' stuff's already filmed, so they don't need to worry about it, or it's, you know, stuff that's easier to film and doesn't take as much time, or Robert Downey Jr. is just in it so much that his, you know, he's going to be filming like 5 times as much as everyone else. So it'll be, you know, so does that just mean that Doctor Doom's going to be in Avengers Doomsday that much, that he needs that much shooting time, or is it just more complicated shots that are going to take more time? Because they basically have to establish Doctor Doom in like one movie, because from what we know, from what's come out, he's not going to be established in the Fantastic Four movie. Supposedly Doctor Doom isn't going to be in the Fantastic Four movie, but it's a very small cameo, most likely a post-credit scene. And it's also been confirmed that the Doctor Doom who appears in the Fantastic Four movie is going to be a very different Doom than what we're used to in the comics. Basically, kind of what we know about his backstory is that Doctor Doom does not know the Fantastic Four, Reed Richards, any of them, before they become the Fantastic Four, which it goes against, you know, what their story is in the comics, where Doctor Doom and Reed Richards had a falling out prior to, you know, the Fantastic Four getting their powers, as well as Doctor Doom becoming scarred. And before he became, you know, back when he was back just Victor Von Doom, before he became Doctor Doom, they knew each other. And it was that relationship that led to Doctor Doom hating the Fantastic Four. So that whole relationship and backstory is supposedly non-existent in the Fantastic Four movie coming out. And then again, this is all based off of rumors and like supposed leaks. But from what we know right now, yeah, it's a very different story than the comics.
I need to find out what happened to Barbara. They covered their tracks by disabling the clock tower security cameras. If I hack the municipal CCTV system, I should be able to monitor all access points to the building.
Oh, select camera, rotate to view footage. Oh, there we go. Just 2 thugs playing catch. That's wholesome. Oh, here comes trouble. Oh, there's Barbara being carried out by Arkham Knight.
No, that won't work. I need to find out how Barbara was taken. They probably took her in one of those vehicles. I need to confirm which one so I can track it. That's no good. I need to find out who took Barbara and how they're transported there.
Yeah.
That's the vehicle they took
Who took her? Arkham Knight, obviously.
Those tires are Amertech D60s. I can program the Batmobile to track their unique tread pattern. It'll lead me right to them.
Alright, track the Arkham Knight's vehicle using the Batmobile forensic scanner to locate Oracle. Look at him just posing.
Think about it. How did Scarecrow know to go after your IT department? I mean, I had no idea she worked for you when I shot her. I just got lucky.
So he actually brings up a really good point here.
Seriously, I was aiming for her head.
And you're a terrible shot.
Oh, if I'd only had a video camera when I swept Barbara off her feet. Poor old Jimbo had to make do with a slideshow.
But yeah, he does bring up a good point of how they knew Barbara Gordon was Batgirl and was working for Batman. Because, you know, Scarecrow obviously wouldn't. There's no reason he would. So that's our first clue that there's someone in this, either Arkham Knight's someone who knows Batman and knows his secret identity, or at least knows the secret identity of the people who work with him.
Lockdown clock tower. Authorization. Batman.
now... Oh, no, we can't. I was going to say now we should be able to see the Batgirl suit, but no, we have to do that when it's when the Bat computer is activated. We'll do that later, because I'm sure we come back here. But yeah, so that does it for us this week. Got a lot of stuff done here. Advanced the story a good bit. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys are still enjoying this series. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I make new videos all the time. Stay tuned for Versus coming after this and next week, where we continue our Batman Arkham Knight walkthrough. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think about Avengers Doomsday and, you know, the rumors about the Fantastic Four movie. Because like I said, Marvel's going to have to, you know, really put in some effort into establishing Doctor Doom and doing it quick. I mean, they're really running out of time to do it. I mean, you think about Thanos, you know, all the hype he got before he, like, made his first, like, official appearance. I mean, there were several hints of him, you know, not just him, but the Infinity Gauntlet, all the Infinity Stones, just a lot of stuff leading up to his, like, official, like, arrival in the MCU. Not even just, like, his first appearance where, like, you see him sitting on the throne. But yes, there was stuff, you know, even building up to that before we even saw him for the first time that was hyping him up. Now, you know, Marvel's only got, like, what, 2 or 3 movies, if that, before Avengers Doomsday, so they've got to, you know, they got to pull heavy duty and, like, overtime on trying to not only establish this character, but establish him as a threat. And yeah, I don't know how they're going to do it. And apparently something else came out. The reason they made the switch from Kang to Doctor Doom was, one, the stuff that was all going on with Jonathan Majors. They just wanted to distance themselves from that, which, you know, they'll probably never admit, but yeah. And at the time of everything coming out, that was kind of understandable. But according to, like, some of the higher-ups at Marvel, another reason they kind of gave up on the Kang character was, according to them, due to a lack of audience investment in the character, and basically no one cared about Kang, and they're like, okay, this is obviously isn't working, so let's switch to someone else. So it's like, well, hold on. There's a reason they're not investing in the character, and one is because he's only appeared, like, what, 2 or 3 times? In the last 20 movies you've made? It's like, if you want to establish this guy as the next big bad, you need to first, you know, making him like the main villain of Ant-Man 3. It's like, that's not how you handle, you know, your next Thanos. And the thing is, he wasn't really even the main villain. He was just more of like a background villain. Like, he was being built up as like the greater threat. But really introducing your next like big bad in Ant-Man 3. And it's like that, just like that debut, or not debut, but, you know, that kind of introduction to the character, that hurt him probably more than anything. You know, being like a supporting villain almost in like one of the lesser Avenger movies. It's so funny to me to think that Ant-Man got a trilogy before Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man did, or before Hulk got a second movie, like a second solo Hulk movie. Ant-Man got 3 movies. It's like, Marvel, you gotta get your priorities straight. But anyway, that's just me. So yeah, let me know what your thoughts are on the rumors around the Fantastic Four movie. Again, Avengers Doomsday, and some of the future Marvel projects. We've got more stuff coming out about the next Spider-Man movie. From what we know now is they're going to be introducing basically a whole new supporting cast of classmates for Peter Parker, and there seems to be a lot of speculation about Black Cat also being introduced in this movie. We'll have to see if that is true or not when the trailer or the movie itself comes out. So, some pretty interesting stuff to look forward to. And speaking of new castings, but one last thing here, you know, we're talking a lot about Marvel, but, you know, this is a DC channel, so let's talk about some DC stuff. DC recently confirmed the 3 actors who will be playing the 3 main Green Lanterns in the Green Lantern movie. who will be playing Hal Jordan, Jon Stewart, and Guy Gardner. I forget the names of two of the actors, but actually all three of them. But the guy playing Guy Gardner is the guy who played Castle, and he was also in Firefly. I think it's like Nathan something. But he's playing Guy Gardner, which, okay, totally cool with that. And from what I've been hearing from other people, like their reactions to the castings, people seem to be pretty happy with the casting choices, especially with the casting of Jon Stewart. And from what I've seen of the guy, yeah, I mean, just physically he looks like Jon Stewart. And, from what I've been seeing of other people, again, reacting to that casting, he seems to have the chops to deliver as Jon Stewart as well. So, and again, another thing, it's one thing like for like Ant-Man to get a trilogy before the Hulk gets a second movie. It's another thing for DC to cast 3 different Green Lanterns before they cast their Batman. I mean, a lot of stuff's going into, like, a lot of hypes around this DCU rebooting the DC Cinematic Universe, and they're still yet to cast Batman, yet they've casted 3 different Green Lanterns, and it's like, okay, it's like, that's great, happy with those castings, but, again, priorities. You can't have a DC universe without Batman, and if anything, you should probably have Batman first before you have really any other character. Maybe other than Superman. I mean, those are your 2 characters that you're going to build this universe around, like how Iron Man was kind of the center of the MCU and everything was kind of built around him. At least initially, where, the first Iron Man movie was used to not only introduce the MCU, but also Nick Fury, a lot of things that would come into play later. Iron Man 2 is what introduced the Avengers. Black Widow, all that stuff. So DC kind of needs to do something similar with either Batman or Superman and kind of use them as the catalyst that the rest of the characters and the stories build off from. That's just my opinion. Anyway, I just find it funny that, 3 Green Lanterns cast, Superman's cast, several other side characters are cast. Or not side characters, but, lesser known DC characters, but still no Batman. So we'll have to see what comes with that. Alright, I've rambled long enough. I've done more talking than actual playing. So, hope you guys enjoyed DC Guy01 and Batman. Signing out. Bye, guys.